Hello and welcome to your beginner's guide on meditation. I've compiled my 5 top tips for beginning a consistent meditation practice that will really help support you throughout your life. I share a lot of meditations on my YouTube channel, and I'm aware that some of them, at 25 minutes, maybe longer, can feel quite advanced for a beginner's meditation practice. And we want people to get into meditation because it's easy and it's natural, but sometimes it can feel quite overwhelming. So this is why I wanted to put together this quick guide for you so that you can begin meditating today. When I first started meditating, I really struggled. I hated it. I did not like being in my mind. I did not like being with my thoughts. I did not like being sat in silence. I really struggled with it. So I avoided doing it at all costs. And here I am, however many years later, I have just completed my 300-hour meditation teacher training, as well as I've just created a masterclass. I meditate every day. It's something that's non-negotiable in my life. Meditation helped me heal cancer, and it has created countless other miracles in my life, as well as helping me overcome anxiety and stress. So I vouch for meditation in every single way possible, and I believe everybody should have a meditation practice, which is why I have created this video for you. So I will get into my 5 top tips to help you create a consistent meditation practice. Number 1 is create a sacred space. Think about where you're going to meditate. A lot of people will meditate in bed. I don't recommend meditating in bed because the brain associates bed with sleep, so you may fall asleep. And what we want to do is get into a state of deep relaxation, not fall asleep. If you fall asleep, it's okay. Like, everything is okay in meditation, but the idea is that we drop into lower brainwave patterns, not necessarily fall asleep. So where are you going to meditate? Where in your home can you create a cozy, beautiful, sacred space that you want to go and sit in every single day? I'm very fortunate that I have a room, a spare room that I've turned into a meditation room. I have my crystals, my tarot cards, my incense. Sometimes I'll burn incense while I meditate. I have a meditation mat with a bolster and blankets close by in case it gets cold. It's always nice to be cozy and comfortable. This is the most important thing. And then when you sit down to meditate, you either want to be on a chair. So this is really important to think about when creating your sacred space. You either want to be sat on a chair with your feet on the ground and your back straight, or sitting cross-legged on the ground. Whatever's comfortable. You can have, the most important thing is that you're comfortable. So you can rest your back against the wall as long as your head is free, but you want your spine straight but not stiff. You still need to be relaxed. Cross your legs. You don't have to sit full lotus. Like, it takes a very strong person to sit full lotus for an amount of time that you're meditating. So if you can do it, great. It is the ideal meditation position because it allows your upper body to be expansive and supported, but it's not necessary, especially at the beginning of your practice. So create a beautiful space where you can be comfortable and you will want to go and sit every single day. Number 2 is find your focus. Meditation means focus on one thing. So what are you going to focus on? Mindfulness teaches us to focus on the breath and the sensations in our body. So we can focus on the breath. And if you struggle to keep that focus on the breath, maybe count your breaths. Count to 10 and then start again. Don't try and count up to 100 or whatever you get to, because if you drop a number, you'll get frustrated and you'll come out of the meditative state that you're in. So just count to 10, start again. You can also, this is where it's helpful, if you are just beginning, maybe find a guided meditation that you can do that helps you focus on the voice that you're listening to. I believe everybody should have a silent practice and maybe a guided practice as well, because there are amazing things that we can do in guided meditation. It really helps us get into our subconscious mind and connect to all parts of our psyche. But I believe connecting to silence is really, really magical as well. So when you find a focus, especially at the beginning, and keep coming back to that focus. Number 3 is let thoughts go. Yes, I know it sounds really difficult, but it's not. And if you can learn to let thoughts, like with time, if you can learn to let thoughts go in your meditation practice, you can learn to detach from the thoughts in your everyday. We are not our thoughts. Our thoughts, yes, our mind is a thinking machine. It's what we are programmed, designed to do. But when we can let go of attachment to the thoughts, understand that we are not our thoughts, this is where things like stress relief and better sleep come in. It helps us create an equanimity in our life where we aren't attached to the good or the bad. And this starts by being able to let go of attachment to our thoughts. So if you can see the thoughts maybe floating by, or passing by like a cloud in the sky, or maybe being carried off by a bird, or blowing away like a leaf. One of my favorites is when a thought arises, and this is from a light mindfulness practice that I have available on YouTube, is when a thought arises, infuse light into that thought and the thought will dissolve. Let the thought dissolve with the light. And this is really beautiful. It's this divine light that is dissolving those thoughts, and you're connecting with divinity at the same time. Number 4 is start small. If I told you that you have to sit down and meditate for an hour every day for the rest of your life, you're not going to do it, and you have to start tomorrow. It's not going to happen. If I told you that you had to run a marathon tomorrow and you've never run a day in your life, it's not going to happen. So start small. 10 minutes in a morning or an evening, and then build that up maybe to 10 minutes in a morning and an evening. Some meditation practices like transcendental meditation say that you only need 20 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes in an evening, and that's optimal. I know some people who meditate for an hour in the morning and an hour in an evening, and I know some people who have sat and meditated for 8 hours a day. So I think it is at the beginning, especially, start small. It has to be achievable. If it's too big of a goal, you're not going to do it, because your mind is going to get in the way and say, no, I can't do this, I don't have time, and it won't become a priority. But when it's small and you gradually build it up, it will fit into your life so much easier. Number 5 is remember that it's a practice. It's called a meditation practice, not a meditation perfect. Be patient with yourself, be consistent. Set a goal to meditate for 10 minutes a day for 7 days, and then maybe up it, but consistently meditate for 21 days. You have a habit. The more you meditate, the more non-negotiable it becomes as a part of your life, the more it becomes a habit, and the more benefits that you will see. But it is a practice. Do not be attached to having the perfect practice. There is no such thing. Some days I can sit silent in the bliss state for 20 minutes. I can go on for an hour. Some days I don't want to come out of meditation. There are other days where I want to throw my phone at the wall because my thoughts won't stop. It is going to be a different experience every time, but again, this is where we build that equanimity in our lives. We let go of what's good and we let go of what's bad. It's a practice. It's not perfect. Life is a practice. We don't have to be perfect. So just sit down, enjoy it, and understand that the more you do it, the more benefits you will receive. And then as meditation becomes part of your daily habit, you will see the profound effects that it has on your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. The time and the effort become so worth it, and as I've mentioned, it will become a non-negotiable in your daily routine. There is not a day goes by that I don't meditate in some form. If I am short of time, I'll breathe into my heart while I'm making a cup of tea. If I am in a rush or if I oversleep, I will just try and get a little bit in, just so that I know that I've done it, I've connected to myself. that connection to self is so important, and one of the most beautiful things that you cultivate as you go throughout your meditation. We start meditation to maybe help with stress, help with anxiety, help with depression, or managing life's challenges and circumstances, but it becomes this most magical, sacred routine that you build this relationship with yourself, and you really connect to something higher, something more powerful, and different types of meditation, which you will learn as you go throughout and you get more into this. You will learn that there are meditations that can reprogram your subconscious mind, and I've actually just created a masterclass on this, on how you can unlock the power of your mind and transform your life with meditation, because there are amazing techniques that go deep within the subconscious, help you reprogram those patterns and conditionings that are holding you back, that help you rewire your cells for love and ease rather than struggle, because we're all programmed a certain way, and that programming is how we live our lives. That is, we are the creators of our reality. Unfortunately, 95% of the time we're creating unconsciously, which is why life can appear so difficult, but it doesn't have to be. So I created this amazing masterclass, which if you want to know more, the link is in the description below, and I've also included a 15% discount. But I'm really interested to know more about your meditation experience, what you struggle to overcome. Maybe I can offer some guidance. Leave me a comment below, or connect with me on Instagram, and I will help you in any way that I can. If you have enjoyed this video, please hit the like, the subscribe button, and maybe share with a friend if you think it might help them too. And stay tuned for more videos like this, where I speak about meditation, being the conscious creator of your life, and how you can achieve spiritual growth.